Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. All music, photos, and videos under fair use for review and educational purposes only.
He's all wrong for us, baby. I saw you beat that man like I never saw no man get beat before. And the man kept coming after you. And we don't need that kind of man in our life. I know what you're feeling. Let it go. Let it go. You're the champ.
Hurricane! Get it, gonna get it, gonna get it, gonna get it, gonna get it. These are, gonna get it, these are, get it, these are. All right, I'm ready.
And here is Apollo Creed, this great packaging showcasing the figure inside. At the bottom, we got a small little sticker in the inside, 1979, Apollo Creed versus Rocky Balboa. On the left hand side, we got a picture of Apollo Creed. On the back of the box, we've got a picture of the prototype figure of Apollo, a small little bio, and at the bottom, we've got all the figures in this series that you can collect. I wasn't going to review this figure, but upon further inspection, I noticed something I didn't like. Then I noticed another, then another. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick it apart, one
step at a time, one punch at a time, one round at a time,
and see if we still like it at the end.
And the champion, Apollo Creed, and he looks a little more determined.
The very first thing that I have to point out that I don't like about this figure is the packaging and that picture insert. You see, every figure in this series matches up with their picture, except for this one. The picture depicts Apollo Creed already beat up, but the figure, he's fresh, minty, and ready to take it on with Rocky Balboa. The other thing I don't like about the packaging is on the back, but in order to point this out even further, we're gonna have to bring out the figure.
It's Apollo. Who'd you expect? I was hoping it wouldn't show.
At first glance, this figure is fantastic. Look at that robe. It's a beautiful robe with real pockets. Look at the lining, the hood, wow. And it comes with the towel. Look at those trunks, Apollo Creed. Look at the shoes, the socks. This figure looks fantastic at first glance. Now here he is, without that fantastic robe. He is completely ripped. From his waist down, it's fantastic, completely movie accurate. But that torso, Carl Weathers was in fantastic shape, but he wouldn't get into phenomenal shape until Rocky 3. For Rocky 2, he was more bulky, more blocky. I think they could have used a different type of body. And that's not the worst of it. The head. I do not think that looks like Carl Weathers. But the post-fight Apollo Creed from Series 1 looks so much more like Carl Weathers. And not just that. The only Apollo Creed in Series 3, that head sculpt is so much different and so much more like Carl Weathers than this one. Now maybe they didn't have enough time and so they used a real crappy looking sculpt. But let me show you the back of the box. That's the prototype figure of Apollo Creed. And take a look at the body. It's bulkier without being so cut up. But that head sculpt, it's the same head sculpt as the Series 3 Apollo Creed. This head sculpt just looks awful to me. It resembles Carl Weathers, but it doesn't look like Carl Weathers. This head sculpt's from even before Jakks Pacific had the license to the Rocky toy line, where Jeremy Paterwer was just making little mock-up figures to see if he could actually get the ball rolling for this toy line. Why they decided to use this head sculpt, I don't know. But it doesn't look like him. This truly reminds me of Undertaker versus Undertaker. If he had the $1 Million Man's Undertaker by himself, whoa, you'll believe that that's the Undertaker. There is. Thanks for joining me on this review. If you have this Apollo Creed, I hope I haven't spoiled it too much. And if you don't have it, and you're on the market to getting yourself an Apollo Creed, make sure you get yourself an Apollo Creed that looks like Apollo Creed. Heck, you could get yourself this Apollo Creed. He's got a great robe, great trunks, great shoes and socks, and you could switch this head out for this one. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I've got more Rocky Balboa toy line figure reviews coming up.
You're going down, man. You're going down.